we welcome you here to the Anacostia Arts Center for another announcement of the Great Streets Small Business Capital Improvement Grants. We'd like to thank the Anacostia Arts Center as well as Arch Development Corporation for hosting us this morning in this beautiful space. Can we have a round of applause for them, please? Thank you also to our team for making these grants and the ceremony a reality. I'd like to thank the team members, Michelle Wright, Jackie McDonald, Latoya Hampton, Amelia Lofton, Corrine Yahut, David Howard, Shonda Washington, Anton Ramkasoon, and the entire mayor's team. I'd also like to thank the mayor, Deputy Mayor Victor L. Hoskins, Chief of Staff Rich Nichols, and Deputy Chief of Staff Andrew Trueblood for their leadership and guidance. I'd also like to acknowledge Councilmember Marion Berry, if he's here. Councilmember Berry? Okay. As you all know, small business development and small businesses are at the center of economic development. In fact, Mayor Gray's commitment to small businesses is so strong that he made becoming the most business-friendly jurisdiction in the nation his top priority for the 5-year economic development strategy. So without further ado, I introduce to you our mayor and champion of small business development, the Honorable Vincent C. Gray.
Thank you very much, and good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for such a nice introduction. It's a great turnout, isn't it? Yeah. Money can do it every time. No, we're delighted to be able to be here. I'm delighted to be able to be here again at the Arts Center and at Arch. I was here a few months ago, and what an incredible contribution this is making to Anacostia and the continued development along Good Hope Road. I want to acknowledge, too, I see him in the back, our director of the Department of Housing and Community Development, a man who I've known and worked with for a very long time, Michael Kelly. Michael, thank you for being here as well. And I saw Dwayne Gaudier somewhere. I don't know where he went. There he is. I see a hand anyway. Dwayne, of course, has been, I don't even want to count the years, but he and I have worked together for a very long time, and he worked so many years even before that here in the city. So, Dwayne, I want to thank you for helping to make this place what it is today. Again, this is an enormous contribution to Anacostia. I want to thank the Arts Center. I want to thank Nourish Food and Drink. Our Director of Communications, Pedro Ribeiro, just said that the food was so good that he doesn't want to eat anywhere else than that. Now, that's quite a statement, so I got to make sure I try that before I go. And I've been here before. I was here to see the Arts Center, I was here to see Nourish, and I was here to see Hive 2.0, which also is an extraordinary place. Consistent with our continuing commitment to expand our economy to be able to include technology development in the District of Columbia. For those of you who don't know, we have now established Digital DC and established a corridor along 7th Street and Georgia Avenue. In fact, that corridor runs from roughly where the convention center is, the 7th and New York Avenue, all the way north to Petworth. And we hope what happens out of that is that becomes a concentration for technology firms in the District of Columbia. Startups will find a place to be as they have at 1776, and that it will continue to redefine the District of Columbia as something more obviously than just the nation's capital and a federal city, because we've seen the ups and downs of the economy when that's essentially the only approach. And a part of helping to continue to vitalize and revitalize the city is a commitment to great streets also. And of course that means a lot for the District of Columbia. It's a multi-year, multi-agency commercial strategy that's designed to transform emerging corridors throughout the District of Columbia into thriving and inviting neighborhood centers. I could say a lot about that, but I have a feeling that you all would like me to get to the point, right? And we know what the point is today. But again, the Great Streets Initiative allows us to use public actions and public resources to be able to leverage private investment, private initiatives to make the city a better place. One need only look at what DDOT does with our streetscapes around the city to see the benefits of those investments. I just came from another meeting over in Mount Vernon Triangle where we talked about the completion of a $7 million investment in the streetscapes there that really had a phenomenal impact on the appearance of Mount Vernon Triangle. It really looks like a different place than it did just 3 years ago as a result of those investments. So today, we are proud to be able to make a number of improvement grants. I think we're going to do about 40. 40 small business grants will be made, and they in the aggregate, not individually, but in the aggregate will total $1.3 million, which means that folks will get a substantial chunk to be able to continue to improve your businesses. Grants will be made for businesses along Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue, 7th Street, Bladensburg Road, Georgia Avenue, 8th Street Northeast, North Capitol Street, Nannie Helen Burroughs Avenue Northeast, Rhode Island Avenue Northeast, and Connecticut Avenue Northeast. So I want to take the opportunity, I realize 40 is a long list, but I'm going to take the opportunity to call up those businesses so you can recognize who they are. You know, when I mention 8th Street, I want to mention one other thing, and that is I'm quite distressed about action that was taken by the council yesterday. You know, we've invested a lot in trying to get to having a robust streetcar program in the city. It was planned to be a 22-mile system initially, 37 miles when it's finished, and a very substantial investment. And, you know, based on the analysis of me and my staff, it looks like the streetcar program could be ended as a result of money having been moved yesterday into tax cuts, which I don't think the preponderance of people in the District of Columbia would trade the streetcar system for tax cuts. So as further information is made known, I hope you will make your voices known if you feel as strongly about this as I do. We've got a line that's being developed along 8th Street. We've got, you know, a car barn that's being built adjacent to Spingarn High School. And there's a lot of money that's being invested in the streetcar system in the District of Columbia. And it's not just a convenient method of transportation. It also is a tool for economic development, which eventually will benefit every one of you here in the District of Columbia. Go to Portland, Oregon, and see what they've done with their system. They've had a streetcar system now for 12, 14 years, you know, something thereabouts, maybe 15 years. And there was an area called the Pearl District, which was as blighted as anything in the District of Columbia ever has been. And look at the rejuvenation of the Pearl District. They now attribute in the Pearl District alone $3.5 billion of development to the streetcar system that goes through the Pearl District. And the people who live in Portland really are they are just effusive about the streetcar system and use it extensively. I've ridden it a couple times on 2 different occasions out there, and you get such a good feeling from the people of Portland in using the system. And I have no doubt that the same thing will be true of the District of Columbia should we have the opportunity to reasonably go forward and finish this. The best calculation we have is that based on the financial changes that were made, just to finish phase 1, it would take 29 years. Now, nobody's going to sit still for that. Now, you know, what you will hear probably is somebody will say, no, money's still there. But, you know, press the point. How much money is still there? How much was moved? And what is the impact on the future of the streetcar system in the city? You know, if you don't care, then don't say anything. I understand that. But you should care, because this is a potential tool, a catalyst to be able to develop your businesses in a way that otherwise wouldn't happen if we didn't have this. Yes, it's a method of transportation. I mean, you go out on Good Hope Road and look at the gridlock out there. We need, frankly, other methods of getting people around, and that's what one of the things the streetcars will do. But maybe more importantly than that, it is a catalyst for business development in the District of Columbia. Business development in ways that we haven't been able to do heretofore. So I invite you to pick up the mantle of leadership. Harry, this is something that the Chamber ought to take on, in my opinion, and I think they ought to make their voices heard about this. I'm making mine heard, I can tell you that, even if I have to stand by myself. And it wouldn't be the first time I've stood by myself, but I don't have a problem standing up and saying this was really a bad decision and it needs to be reversed. Now, if you're not clear about what I'm thinking, I'll be happy to talk to you further outside. All right, I want to recognize the businesses that are being awarded grants. I don't have the exact amounts, but you probably know the amount better than I do. So bear with me, because I want to make sure we mention all these. But WellCare Pharmacy, anybody from WellCare here? How about Craft Studio? How you doing? DC Modern LLC. All right. Capital Services Inc. Leah's Rainbow. All right. First Choice Masonry. Grubbs Pharmacy, which I think is right around the corner, right? Down south. Okay. Right across the street. How long did it take you to get here?
Wasn't too bad.
J. Roberts Incorporated. All right. The 1905 Bistro. Pico Acupuncture. I got the point. Document Managers. All right. Compass Coffee.
Right here, thank you.
All right. Off-road cycling. Nobody here from off-road, huh? Must be biking over here. Jinx Hardware. All right. Long Story Short Media. What a great name. Upshur Books.
Yes, sir.
All right. Are you somewhere near Upshur Street?
Yes, we are.
I figured that one out right away, guys. Off George Avenue.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. I'm on a roll today. Loft Contractors. All right. The Mascari Group. All right. J&C Unisex Barber Styling Shop. R&R Janitorial Painting and Building Services. All right. Powell's Barbershop. Old City CrossFit. All right. Maquetto, LLC. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Oliver, Opticians. Probably need to see you. I got a scratch on my glasses that Maybe you can help me figure out how to get this scratch off my glasses. Okay. Proven strength and conditioning. Is it Wilson Epps? Yes. Okay, Wilson Epps Printing Company. Health IT2 Business Solutions. Nest DC. Y'all brought half the company, didn't you? El Camino. Uncle Chip's Cookies. What's your specialty?
Chocolate chip cookies.
I love them. Chocolate chip cookies. Anybody in here like chocolate chip cookies? Raise your hand if you like chocolate chip cookies. They're on the house at Uncle Chip's, okay? Sky Real Estate. All right. Drake. I saw somebody with a hat on that said Drake outside. There we go. Okay. Fabulous Kids Child Development Center. What ages do you serve?
We start at 3 weeks, sir.
3 weeks. Okay. That's fantastic. You probably know this already, but for those who don't, we now have the most robust early childhood program in America. We have in school 80% of our 3-year-olds, and the next state is Vermont that has 21% of its 3-year-olds in school. It's a huge gap. And guess what percentage of our 4-year-olds go to school all day, every day now? 94%. Virtually every one of them. And I'm glad to see you focusing on the infants and toddlers also, because that is the population that, we're trying to get ready to be able to go into pre-K3 and pre-K4. The day is going to come, ladies and gentlemen, it won't be tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, but the day is going to come when going to school at these early stages will be routine, and underachievement will be very much a thing of the past for our children. And it's not going to be because we were able to correct the problem by the time somebody got to be 13 or 15 years of age. We'll be doing it at 13 weeks and 15 weeks because we know that most of brain development takes place, 90% of brain development takes place by the time a child is 5 years of age. Plenary Enterprises. Good Food Markets. Is that a name or a statement? Or both? Let's see. S2 Development. All right, guys. Mess Hall. I assume you deal in food, right? VMG Resources. What do you do? You what? Oh, employment agency. Okay. Anybody need a job? And the last one is, wow, Indique? Indique? Indique?
Thank you.
Is it? So, did I get it right? Indique?
You missed one.
Which one did I miss?
Nannie's Cafe.
Sorry about that. It's not on my list. What is it again?
Nannie's Cafe at Market.
Is that yours? Oh, that's you all. Stand up. Tell us again what it is.
It's a coffee shop.
No, tell us the name again.
Nannie's Cafe and Market, specializing in Ethiopian coffee.
Okay. Is it good? What's the address?
5320.
What is it?
Northwest. 5320.
5320 Georgia Avenue Northwest. All these folks will be there as soon as we finish. I don't know how we missed that on the list, but I apologize. You know what? That was my fault. I overlooked it. It was on the list. I went right over top of it after I talked about the unisex barber styling shop. Manny's Cafe and Market, right? Yes. Got it. All right. M-A-N-I. Okay. Anyway, I want to thank you all for coming out, and really it is exciting to be able to do this because it's a further investment in the growth and development of our small businesses here in the District of Columbia. I get a lot of people who ask me, you know, what do we do for small businesses? And we actually do a lot. We have a lot of technical assistance. We help people with their CBE applications through our Department of, Small Local Business Development. And this is yet another way, and that is making resources available to folks. The grants, I think, range anywhere from $20,000 up to $85,000. And don't ask me why one got 20 and another got 85, because I don't have a good answer for that. But a total of $1.3 million is the most that we have ever had for in aggregate for these grants. So again, congratulations to everyone. And what we'd like to do now is maybe have people come up and take a photo.